Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lee asks Finn if Luna is her father, and Jack encounters Sheila. Ridge and Taylor talk about how much they like living together at the Forrester mansion. When Steffy enters, she expresses her amazement at their reunion. Taylor has a feeling that something is wrong with her. Steffy can't stop thinking about Lee's experiences, Finn, and his parents. They talk about the possibility of Jack and Lee reconciling. Even though Taylor believes, never say never, Steffy argues that things are different for them and that she doesn't see how Lee could move on from an affair with someone like Sheila. Lee sees Jack and Poppy in her office, both of whom deny ever having been together. She lets out a sigh and considers how cruel she has been to her sister for so long. When Finn shows up, he says, "Are you crying? What is it? What's happening?" Lee sniffs that she's feeling awful. She has been poisoned by a secret for decades. And what secret? Asks Finn. Lee tells him that when he first started college, she asked Poppy to live with them. She sobs, "I thought she was stabbing me in the back." She was positive his father was having an affair with her sister, Finn finds out. Poppy watches Jack swallow a drink in Il Giardino. After everything Lee put them through, he claims it hits the spot. Poppy concurs that it was cruel. He was unaware that she had believed they had had an affair for all these years. They discuss how she was mistaken about things, and how she stabbed him with the needle. Poppy regrets not telling them sooner since it might have prevented years of animosity. The fact that Poppy still speaks to Lee truly surprises Jack. She is her sister, according to Poppy. She feels sorry for her, even though she has been cruel and frigid. Sheila shows up out of nowhere and welcomes Jack. "Here you are with Lee's beautiful sister." Jack claims that there is no relationship between them, but Lee believes they are. Poppy observes that it's a sensitive topic at the moment. "Will Finn be joining us?" Sheila asks. "No," Jack says. Seeing her is the last thing he needs. Steffy and her parents discuss Sheila's conception of Finn in the Forrester family room. The tension in the room simmers when Jack's name is spoken, and Steffy can see it in Lee's eyes. She is unsure if she will ever move past her affair with Sheila. Jack informs Sheila that he and Poppy were having a private discussion at Il Giardino. She requests that Jack inform Finn of her thoughts for him. He now has a childhood of his own, and she missed out on his. Given that Jack coerced her into giving up her beloved kid in order to save his marriage to Lee, is she also expected to give up being a grandmother? "How did that work out for you in the end, Jack?" Sheila leaves after asking Poppy to do her best for her sister. Poppy informs Jack that she will not be sharing that information. Jack concurs that it's best to spare Lee any additional anxiety. He lets out a sigh. The weight she must have carried with her suspicion that he was Luna's father is beyond his comprehension. After years of suppressed suffering, Poppy says, "At least the truth finally came out." Her expression is odd. Finn is shocked to learn in Lee's office that his mother has always thought Jack and Poppy had an affair. Does that explain why she was so cruel and critical of her all the time? She never put forth the effort, even though Lee always wanted the best for her. Finn summarizes her history of resentment and her belief that she was having an affair with her spouse. He claims that Poppy assisted him with his homework and around the house. He would have corrected her if she had discussed this with him. Lee acknowledges that she addressed them about it and that she was completely mistaken. She had a gut feeling that Penelope was concealing something. Finn finds out that when she performed a paternity test on Luna, she was mistaken. Lee is a source of great anxiety, according to Taylor and Ridge at the Forrester estate. Steffy can relate to her rage toward Jack. She doesn't know why she treats her sister so harshly. That's what Taylor believed they were working on. Steffy claims that they are, but Lee has occasionally been quite unforgiving. She doesn't hesitate to blame her sibling for the situation. She gives a shrug. Perhaps she knows something about Poppy that they don't, considering how Luna ended up. Finn is fortunate to have a wife like Steffy, according to Ridge and Taylor. Although she doesn't think it will happen anytime soon, She says she wants him to have his parents back together. Ridge and Taylor inquire about their impending anniversary. They will spend a peaceful evening at home, according to Steffy. She is fortunate to enjoy a happy marriage to Finn. B&B at Steffy Taylor Ridge. Jack tells Poppy that this is over at Il Giardino. He thinks that as sisters, they will overcome this. He would understand if Poppy didn't want to talk to her ever again, even though he knows she wants to stay close. Poppy acknowledges that she thought about Lee's charges and the verdict over the years all night long. Everything was predicated on a miscommunication. Poppy, in Jack's opinion, was always a devoted and helpful sister. He recalls how impressive she was to them all and how she stepped up. Finn asks Lee in her office why she would test Luna for paternity because her father is Tom. The liver of the deceased man was present, Lee reveals. The results of her test were negative. Her sentiments grew stronger at that point, and she was positive Luna was Jack's daughter. However, that test also came out negative. Finn inquires as to how she persuaded him to take the exam. I fooled him, Lee replies. Finn wipes his face with his palm. Mom, Lee summarizes that she was shown to be mistaken. Since the split, his father has been incredibly kind and wants to get back together, but she wouldn't even invite him to dinner. She believed that he and her younger sister were parents to a child. I was mistaken. Finn frowns. I was mistaken about both Jack and Penelope. Finn regrets that Lee has been thinking about these things for so long. She recounts how disgusted she was to believe that Luna was the daughter of Jack and Poppy. She didn't know what was going on at home because she was often away at work. Although she has apologized, she is unsure if they would accept her apology. It was terrible what she accused her of. Finn says, maybe we'll never know. Know what? Lee claims that the mystery surrounding Luna's father remains. That man is out there somewhere. Who is he? Who is the father of Luna? Finn narrows his eyes thoughtfully. While Finn is stunned by his mother's confession, Steffy revels in her marital bliss and Jack rejects Sheila's request. Monday, January 27, 2024, on Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy receives support from Taylor and Ridge over her family issues with the Finnegans, while Sheila causes a run-in with Jack and Poppy at Il Giardino. Friday's B&B recap. Steffy is thrilled when Daphne signs a contract, and Lee breaks down in tears after confirming that Jack is not Luna's father. Before they canoodle, Eric and Taylor joke about at his house and talk about their workout. When Steffy shows up, she smiles at how close her parents are. Although she's happy they're back together, her parents can sense she's worried. She admits that Finn, his parents, and everything they have gone through are on her mind. Taylor questions whether she and her in-laws could ever get back together after Steffy spreads rumors about them. Steffy shows up at Eric's to visit her parents. Steffy doesn't think so. She doesn't know how someone can move on from an affair with Sheila. Steffy finds it unforgivable when they rumor that Jack got that psychopath pregnant. If he had been truthful from the beginning, Taylor wonders how things might have turned out. Ridge is aware that it gets 1,000 times worse if you wait to speak the truth. This is harmful, according to Taylor, who has discussed it with numerous patients. You should let it go. Steffy comments about Lee's domineering behavior toward Poppy. Ridge and Taylor cuddle at Eric's. She questions whether Lee knows anything about Poppy that they don't, given how Luna ended up. Her concern for Finn's parents is seen as nice by Taylor and Steffy. They recall that it will soon be their anniversary. According to Steffy, they intend to celebrate at home. She recognizes the blessing of her happy marriage to Finn. Steffy is pleased with Finn. Lee remembers discovering that Poppy and Jack never made love behind her back when she was in her hospital office. Lee has a flashback. As Lee relives her apologies to her sister, she sobs. Finn discovers her in tears. She tells him she is ill because of a secret that has plagued her for decades, because he believes she is ill. Lee is quite self-conscious. She tells him about her charges against his father and aunt. Finn is surprised that she would go there. She brings up memories of his aunt's time living with them and helping out around the house. Finn remembers her assisting him with his schoolwork. Lee claims, "I believed she was taking advantage of my husband." Mom is perplexed. She feels ashamed and knows she is completely off base, but her gut told her that she is concealing something. She shares with Finn the results of the paternity test she performed on Luna. Finn is shocked by the extent to which she tested Jack in order to identify Luna's paternity. She rants about how mistaken she was about Jack and Penelope and describes every aspect of what transpired. "I'm shocked that I was mistaken about Poppy. Who is Luna's father if not Tom, Jack, and Bill?" Finn looks away. He is shocked that Poppy still seeks to talk to her after she stabbed him twice with a needle. Sheila approaches them from behind and listens in as Poppy expresses sympathy for her sister to her ex-brother-in-law. Jack requires a strong beverage. B&B summarizes soap opera spoilers. Jack responds that they are not together when Sheila asks. Poppy wonders if Finn is dropping in and refers to it as a difficult matter. Jack believes that seeing her is the last thing he needs. Jack with Sheila and Poppy's. Sheila requests that Jack let their son know that she is thinking about him. Because of Jack, she doesn't want to leave him or her grandchild. She leaves after telling Poppy to do her best for her sister. Poppy and Jack determine that Lee doesn't have to hear that. Knowing the truth had already gutted her. Sheila requests that Jack greet Finn. She feels relieved that the truth has surfaced after years of suppressed suffering. Poppy looks away. Jack believes she and Poppy will get better eventually, but he could understand if she didn't want to talk to his ex ever again. They remember how kind she was to them when she moved in with them. Lee Finnegan had always taken pleasure in her ability to remain composed under duress and to separate her emotions for the sake of advancement. However, that cautious facade broke when she stood in Finn's living room, gazing at her son. Jack's falsehoods, Poppy's betrayal, and Luna's genuine origins were all recent news that were too much to handle. And even before his mother spoke, Finn, who was in the middle of the mayhem, could see the storm building in her eyes. Lee started, her voice tight with repressed emotion. "Finn. Are you aware of the damage this has caused me?" To us, as though attempting to keep herself together, she paced the room with her arms folded tightly across her chest. "That guy, Jack, lied to me for years. Even after I believed I knew the worst, our marriage continues to deteriorate because he built it on secrecy." Knowing better than to interrupt, Finn said nothing. Though he didn't know how to console his mother, his heart broke for her. After all, he was still in shock over learning that Luna was indeed his biological daughter. He had begun to doubt everything as a result of the shock, including his current relationships, his past choices, and the future of his broken family. Lee went on, raising her voice as her feelings overflowed. "How was Jack able to hide this from me? Day after day, how could he look me in the eye and remain silent? And Poppy, didn't she know? She simply let it happen even though she knew all along. Unaware of the truth, she allowed you and Luna to live in this world. It's repulsive. It's cowardly." Finn took a hesitant step forward. "I realize this is difficult, Mom. Trust me, I'm having trouble with it too. However, perhaps we should stand back and work through this together." "Procedure?" Lee cut in, her voice piercing. "I've spent years trying to come to terms with Jack's betrayal, Finn. I believed that I had discovered the worst secret he could possibly be concealing when I learned about Sheila. But this now? A kid? Your kid? And he didn't believe I was worthy of knowing? You have a right to know?" Finn ran a hand through his hair and moaned. "Mom, I don't know everything. However, I am aware that this is a more complex scenario than any of us anticipated. This was not what Luna requested. She didn't request to become embroiled in our family's conflict." For a brief moment, Lee's countenance softened. "Luna is innocent in all of this, I know that. And I'd like to help her. She is my granddaughter and your daughter, and I will try my best to make her a part of our family. However, that doesn't change the fact that Jack and Poppy stole years from us that we will never regain. For that, I will never forgive them." Her voice broke as she hesitated. "Finny, do you know what hurts most? The lies aren't the only thing. The reason for this is that I was made to feel inadequate. As if our family wasn't sufficient. Without considering the impact on me, you, and everything we've established, Jack went off and constructed this entire new life and story. Finn stepped forward and put a comforting hand on her shoulder. You are sufficient, Mom. You've always been sufficient. And that is unaffected by anything that Jack did or by anything. Without you, I wouldn't be the person I am now. You are the strongest person I know. I know how to love, forgive, and stand up for what's right because of you. Lee's eyes were full of tears as she gazed up at him. Thank you for that, Finn. Yes, I do. However, I will need some time to recover from this. Everything feels so broken that I'm not sure how to go. Finn nodded, realizing the significance of what she had spoken. We don't need to solve every problem today. Perhaps, though, we can approach things one step at a time. Let's start with Luna. Whether we were prepared for it or not, she is now a member of our family. And she will require our assistance, both of us, to get through this. Lee relaxed her shoulders a little as she inhaled deeply. You're correct. Jack's mistakes shouldn't lead Luna to suffer. She deserves to know that she has a family that will always love and support her. Finn grinned a little. Exactly. Furthermore, Jack and Poppy will be held accountable for their actions. But we must not let their behavior to define who we are. We must choose the type of family we wish to have going forward. Slowly, Lee nodded, her resolve coming back. Finn, you're right. We cannot be destroyed by their lies. However, I would like you to make me a pledge. Anything, answered Finn sincerely. Assure me that you will never be like Jack, Lee stated firmly. Assure me that, despite the difficulties, you will always be truthful with the people you care about. Finn's attitude was solemn as he met her gaze. Mom, I swear. I promise never to make the same errors he did. I will always be truthful with you, Steffi, and Luna. As Lee drew her kid into a tight embrace, her lips quivered. She let herself feel a flicker of hope for the first time in days. She knew she wasn't alone, even though the path ahead would be challenging. One step at a time, she and Finn would figure out how to re-establish their family. Chaos breaks out at Finn and Steffi's anniversary party. Is it Luna Paternity? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi Forrester and John Finn Finnegan are about to have a significant day. A teaser video for the next drama was produced by B&B for the week of January 27th to 31st. Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester discuss Steffi's impending anniversary with her in that sneak peek. Despite the fact that Finn and Steffi were married in August 2021, it appears the program will just play as though their anniversary is quickly approaching. Since Steffi and Beth Spencer's birthdays have been moved to various dates in recent years, this is not the first time they've done something similar. In this instance, it makes sense for the program to set the setting for a very dramatic anniversary party since sometimes it's just a matter of what works for a particular plot. In the aforementioned preview video, Steffi shrugs a little and says she's excited to spend her anniversary with her hubby. Steffi seems to be planning a peaceful evening with Finn, but Taylor and Ridge might not be amenable to that. It is conceivable that Ridge and Taylor might insist on holding a formal party at the Forrester mansion. This is consistent with B&B spoilers for the week of January 27th to 31st, which suggest that Taylor and Ridge will prioritize Finn and Steffi's family. Ridge and Taylor may choose to invite the Forresters, Jack Finnegan, Lee Finnegan, and Poppy Nozawa, to an anniversary celebration. This might be Taylor and Ridge's attempt to try to patch things up when Steffi laments to her parents about the problems in Finn's family. In any event, the date of Finn and Steffi's anniversary is being moved ahead for a purpose. If it turns out that Luna Nozawa is Finn's biological daughter, our predictions suggest that it might have something to do with her paternity. Will this impending anniversary celebration be ruined by that secret? Will Steffi and Finn's celebration be derailed by Luna's bio-dad shocker? We'll keep you updated on any mayhem that may break out because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Luna's fatherhood news will increase the excitement. Jack isn't the father in the mystery surrounding Luna's parentage, and Poppy is freaking out. According to teasers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan is furious about the alleged affair she thinks Jack Finnegan had with Poppy Nozawa. But it turned out that Jack and Poppy were correct when they said that their relationship never went there. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: if Jack isn't the father, then who is? Persuaded that Poppy and Jack were lying, Lee persisted in obtaining a paternity test. Nevertheless, it turned out that her suspicions were unfounded. It looked more and more like the real father might be someone else, the more Lee pushed the subject, insisting that Jack was the biological father. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: the mystery of Luna's parentage. Poppy is in a panic and Jack isn't the father. Lee was shocked to learn that Jack was not Luna Nozawa's father when the paternity test results were revealed. Lee, who is always stern, felt a rush of shame and, in a rare moment of emotion, broke down in tears and apologized. Poppy's concerns aren't allayed by this discovery either, because if Jack isn't the father, Lee will be looking for another man. Future spoilers hint that she would tell John Finnegan about her worries regarding Jack's adultery. B&B spoilers: is Finnegan Luna Nozawa's father? Poppy is clearly shaken by a secret regarding Luna's father, and teasers indicate that Lee won't allow this issue go unchecked, so more mayhem is likely to break out. Luna, meantime, is thinking back on her early years in the city, when she was full of ambition at Forrester Creations. She questions where that drive came from and who gave it to her. The notion that Finn is truly Luna's father has been hinted at throughout the program, which has given the plot an unexpected turn. Around the time Luna was conceived, Poppy was living with Finn, Jack, and Lee, and Finn was just beginning his college career. Finn might very easily be the source of the tenacity that formerly drove Luna, given his own intense drive as a doctor. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: Poppy Nozawa is extremely anxious about the revelation of the truth. Poppy's desire to conceal it makes sense if Finn is indeed Luna's biological father. When Poppy first debuted on the show, she called to voice her concerns about Luna working at Forrester Creations, which was a hint at this possibility. Poppy tried to persuade Luna to leave Los Angeles, because she was concerned about what Lee and Finn would think. That strategy obviously didn't work out, and now Poppy's secrets are going to be revealed. Whether or not Luna is Finn's daughter, Jack is unquestionably safe. We'll keep you informed with additional predictions and news regarding the paternity issue, as upcoming spoilers suggest that Poppy will find herself in a difficult predicament.